damage, and then it morphs back.
That's the beauty of the switch axe is you don't have to build up charge. If you run out of charge and want to use it again, you just put another file in there, and it's perfect.
All right, should be live.
Woo! I didn't
Welcome.
get my notification.
What?
No, nothing.
Did it not give you guys notification again?
Nope. No. What'd you name it?
Belmar said some stuff, and now we try to recover.
Yeah, he
Fair.
did say some stuff.
That's fair. Belmar is an unsocialized pig.
Like I had a path that I wanted to take with Trevok when we got there, and then Dave caught me off guard, and then Mike just floored me, and I'm like, I don't even know at this point. I'm just so lost.
Imagine how I felt.
Did you give us experience? Because I don't know if I wrote it down.
I think we got 300.
Yeah, it's something minor.
What did you have me at, Lawrence? I don't know if I had it.
I don't track your experience.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, that'd be ludicrous.
I'll just say that I added.
I might as well just have you update your character sheet if I'm doing that much.
Well, hey, then if we go about it that way, then anytime someone can't make it.
So I'm practically just running a game for myself, which you guys tell me what I do with my characters.
Yeah, it's like playing chess against yourself, except you're 6 different roles.
Yeah, that's great. That's more all the other roles I play. That's great. Good idea.
And you already know what the twists and turns are.
Playing chess against yourself with yourself.
Oh my god. Yeah. Sounds really fun.
It's okay.
There wouldn't be this like, I don't know if we want to go do this or go do that. You'd be like, no, the goblins are clearly a decoy.
We can just watch him play our characters.
It's a tarp. I'm just gonna roleplay my way around this situation.
Every time I play Dave's characters, have them hide in the grass in an open field and throw it on their back. Anywho, last time on D&D and Alimar, the party ventured forth in the Iron Steppe, deciding to pursue the great task of recovering the necessary ingredients for the mysterious dwarven alchemist of Baracus' past.
Really? You shut it off and turned it back on?
Pursuing the map, using the map provided by Urfer's master, Archfey master, as he put it. The party headed north in search of the hags in their swamp to steal the hag's heart. After deftly maneuvering around a murder of crows, using a few actually as scouts, all through the ingenuity of Badger. The party continued forth and were soon assaulted by an overwhelming amount of flies and mosquitoes, almost as if the great swamp had been growing and expanding. Bum, bum, bum. Finding a place to camp, the party set up near a stream. And while most of the watch went on eventually, Urfer ended up coming across a small skeletal body, a charm bracelet around its wrist. Taking the charm, bones, Urfer continued his watch uneventfully. In the morning, the party confronted him with this sudden, mysterious item and sought out the skeletal remains, providing a small burial for the child or small person. Badger decided to go out and find food for the group, where he stumbled upon a mysterious homestead in the middle of the woods, clearing and farm. I didn't hear anything through your mic, Adam, so I don't know what he's talking about. He's just super sensitive.
Ready? Wrap your legs like this.
There at the farm,
Hold on tight.
Badger spoke briefly with Corfolo Rollo, the farmer. Discovered that the man's daughter was missing. Bringing his companions back,
You fell off.
they spoke with Corfel and Alama Orolo, his wife. Where Belmar showed a surprising lack of tact, concern, empathy, or general all-around, I would say humanity, but I guess dwarvenity,
Manners.
and was henceforth cursed away by the apparent magic user that was Alama. Once Belmar left the property, massive walls of thorny vines sprung up, creating a massive barrier separating him after he had been banished from the farmland, despite their attempt to originally honor him as a druid. Spurning such potential gifts, Belmar sat about in the woods, contemplating the events that had just occurred, and the events yet to occur, while he waited for his companions to rejoin him.
Okay, hold on tight. Wrap your legs around.
Yeah, and that's where we left it, as the party entered the farmhouse and started eating porridge at the table with
Awkwardly.
Alama and Corfel, very awkwardly. Very, very awkwardly, yes.
Oh no, you fell off.
Right. Boom shakalaka.
I'm going to eat the porridge in utter silence, just like staring at the bowl. Just
You fell off. Get up.
Awkward silence continues.
yes, that gif almost exactly.
Anyone going to say anything, or is everybody just eating silently?
Yeah, I really don't have much to say.
Session starts. Awkward silence. Look what you did to us, Belmar.
I was wondering if this was my fault or not.
What? You were what? There was nothing that gave it away.
Well, you guys didn't say anything. It was just me.
One little recap that meant to include is Badger, you were pretty exhausted by the end of that, so you may or may not have picked up on the fact that Llama had mentioned that Jesus Christ, what's the name?
Maleki?
Lucky.
Maleki blessing still carried forth some power for her.
Lucky's blessing still carried some. What do you mean?
Like, still had Maleki's blessing, she said.
Oh, like she could feel it.
She said it when she raised the wand and when she raised the thorn wall.
Like she shooed Belmar off and then said that like in addressing that you're still here kind of thing.
That's how I knew you were really tired, is like there was no acknowledgement that I'd said that.
Yeah, I honestly was like completely toast by the end of the session. Even Deli the next day was like, so what happened with you? I was like, what? She was like, you were exhausted. I said, yeah, I went back and saw the look on my face where I was just like,
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm fine, we can keep going. I'm like, no, we're good.
all right, so she acknowledged the fact that she notices I'm blessed by Maleki?
No. She said that she still had some of Maleki's blessing.
Yeah, meaning she worships Maleki, and Maleki helped protect her farm.
Oh, okay. Alright. So she's... Now, do we know... She's not a druid, though.
You would
We don't
assume
know.
not, based on how she greeted you as druids.
Yeah.
All we know is that she's elven and can use a wand, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And clearly worships Maleki.
Yeah.
Um,
Corful breaks the silence,
yeah.
sniffling a little bit, having gotten over his earlier tears. So you'll be off to stop the hags, then?
Yes, yes, I say, and then eat more porridge.
Aye, that's the plan.
Is there anything we can do to aid you? If our daughter is truly lost, we must stop them from taking any others.
Do you know anything about hags? Weaknesses?
I do not. I'm just a farmer.
Have you noticed an abundance of a large flux and biting flying insects around these parts?
Yes, there's also been some pestilence upon my farm as well.
Could you perhaps point out where it began to spread?
It's been, as far as I can tell, it's been slowly growing. I mean, the original border of the swamp was probably 2 miles further back into the forest than it is now.
Has it been raining more than usual?
No, it is not.
Knowledge Arcana to see if I can determine the spell or ritual that's happening here.
Okay.
Little stinker. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Yeah. Can you clap? Can you clap your hands? Can you clap? Riley. Hey. Why are you looking at me? Can you clap?
Ready to do it?
Can Riley do it?
Ready to do it?
Can you clap?
You're not familiar with any arcane spell or ritual that may potentially be doing this. Unless someone was literally either flooding the area or physically just removing dams or redirecting rivers. Which would potentially be done through spell, but
Good night, babes. Get to mom.
I'm afraid I don't know of anything you can do to help, and I wouldn't ask you to anymore. You folks have already lost enough. I would ask, though, if you could tell us anything you could possibly remember about your daughter. I'm not so crude as to crush the hopes that she may still be out there, like associate would suggest, since we are venturing into the hag's lair.
Didn't we show them the charm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just kind of wept and didn't take it from me.
They said that they could have given it away.
There was a quick suggestion that the daughter was kind and could have given it to someone else to comfort them, kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
woo!
I'm gonna play the hope.
I don't know what anything more we could tell you about her that might help you. She's smart. She's friendly. One of the more good-hearted children you could ever meet.
Do we know physically what she looks like?
She would be about almost 4 feet tall now. Long blonde hair.
As he's given the
Half
description,
elven ears.
As
A name?
Description, I want to recall the body and try to compare.
Give me a wisdom check.
I'm gonna ask him for a name.
Yeah.
Can you type out their names?
Well, this is delicious. Corporal and Alimar. Huh. Alright, so you said 4 feet, long blonde hair.
Crystal green eyes, half elven ears. Your wisdom check tells you skeleton would be about the right height. Unfortunately, you need to make a knowledge anatomy check to determine if the age or gender of the skeleton would be correct.
I don't suppose I could, like, untrain that.
Disadvantage, sure.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a trained shot.
You have trained?
I assume medicine. I would have an understanding of anatomy.
Sure, I'll allow that.
Which is great, because I got an 8.
Yeah,
I got a 22.
I believe the gender is correct, and the skeletal structure appears to, from what you recall, seem to be elven, or half elven.
I retain that information quietly.
Okay, you retain it.
Did the remains have any hair, let alone long blonde?
It was skeletal.
Okay.
Alama speaks up briefly. Swamp and the hags. Be careful where and how you sleep. Depending on the kind of hag.
Nope.
Lost Lawrence.
Shit.
Still here. Damn it. Really?
There you are.
Really? Thank
No,
you.
you said
I'm
depending the kind of and then it caught. So
I'm
we didn't
sitting
hear
here
anything.
talking, and then like, oh, we lost Lawrence. I'm like, no, I'm here again. Jesus
We can
Christ.
kind of hear the T-Pain.
Penny, stop.
Your
my
connection
T-Pain.
shite, dude.
Shite. Am I better?
Yes.
So far.
Goddamn Google. Depending on the kind of hag, be careful the closer you get to the swamp, as some are able to invade your nightmares and attack you from within.
Do you know of any weaknesses?
I already asked that.
I know.
Asked and answered.
I want to ask. He said he didn't know anything because he's a simple farmer. I don't think she said anything, and then she just added this as a tidbit of knowledge. So I was asking her directly. Unless I missed something. Oh, a blade?
Most things can be cut down.
That's a fuck you, Dave, is what that is for an answer.
Well, mine's not that sharp, but I have other ways.
Insert joke about Dave's blade not being that sharp.
Womp womp.
I appreciate the warning about the eggs.
Oh,
There it is.
Love it.
My mustache is too long. This is bullshit.
Mustache?
First world problems.
I appreciate the warning about the hags. Do try to take care of yourselves. Stay safe. We'll do what we can, and God's willing, perhaps we find your daughter.
Corful looks up, staring directly at Badger. I know you're off to fight the hags, and we've had a lot to process on our end. But as a druid, is there anything you can do to help fight the pestilence on the farm?
Mike just bobbing his head outside the fucking fence.
Oh, I wish I was there.
You could have
Be a
been.
douche.
You could have been a contender.
Instead, you sit outside the wall. Speaking of, do you want to be doing anything while this is happening?
I'm trying to get in.
I find some rocks and put them in my bag.
I'm
That's
waiting
not a
for
bad
him
idea.
I'm just waiting for him to up the ante. Like, I'm gonna go get the remains and throw them over.
Well, I want to try to do something, but I have a question. I want to try to use plant growth as a ritual, which takes 8 hours. My question is, if they come out in less than 8 hours and the ritual's interrupted, does that still expand a spell slot?
Rituals don't generally expend a spell slot anyways, do they?
No, they don't?
I don't think so. I think that was the whole point of the ritual.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'm going to attempt to do that. I don't know if I'll be in there for 8 hours, but yeah, I'll try it.
Do I know about this ritual he's speaking of?
Hey,
Do you have the spell?
I do. I had
I meant
What's
the
the
button
spell?
vine.
plant growth, which will make their crops grow, twice as much food for the next, 6 to 9 months, somewhere in there. And it's my
No, I
druidic.
don't. It's a third level spell. Oh, wait a minute.
So I'd start doing this as soon as they start walking into the house.
1 second.
Penny.
We're doing. You want to do plant growth?
Penny.
66.
Yeah. 1 action or 8 hours. So it's not a ritual, that's just the choice you can make in terms of how to cast it. Because
So-
rituals are normally 10 minutes of casting, not 8 hours. The spell specifically allows you to cast it as a 1 action or as an 8 hours.
You want to come here?
And but it only increases the yield of crops if I do that 8-hour ritual, right?
Correct.
Yep.
So my question is if
Right
I'm
there in the handbook.
interrupted.
You
If
open up
I'm-
your handbook.
Well, yeah, but that my question is if I am interrupted before the end of the 8 hours, does that still expand a spell slot?
Because it's just the method of casting the spell.
Yeah, it's you either cast it as 1 action or for 8 hours. It's still burning the slot.
All right, I'm still gonna try,
Okay.
Alright?
not knowing how long they're gonna be in there.
Okie dokie.
I will.
Porridge is 8 hours, but
I will hang my head a little dejectedly at the question. Dally on point. She goes, what? He's trying to prove he's not a douche after he was a massive douche. I'm gonna hang my head a little dejectedly. Unfortunately, I am not.
A shame. But thank you.
I'm a druid who picked up and learned the ways due to my love of nature. I'm actually trained in the arts of archery. I was a ranger from a forest gnome clan. But it doesn't hurt to try, right?
They both
I'll do
smile.
everything I can.
They both smile sadly and nod. That's all we can ask.
Can you bring me to the point where you first saw the pestilence?
The outer reaches of our farm.
Could you show me?
Corful and Llama stands up. Corful leans in and whispers something to a llama. If you want, you can make a perception check if you're trying to overhear it.
I'd like to try and hear it.
Disadvantage for you.
Oh, damn it! Damn it! Fucking ear! Damn it! Doesn't even matter. I rolled a 16 on disadvantage. So 22.
Anyone else besides Baracus trying to listen into?
Tell me it's Elven so that nobody else can hear it.
I'll give it a shot and could totally understand Elven.
I'll give it a shot if I can.
No,
Fuck you!
No, you can't.
19.
Alright, it is an Elven. Sorry, Baracus. As much as you do hear it, you do not understand it. But you hear him say, Go pick up that thing the other gnome left before. Perhaps we can give it as a parting gift. He turns and gestures for you to follow him out to the field.
Oh.
I'm going to, as I'm following him out to the field, I'm going to remove my unsheath my dagger Maleki and use it as a focus.
Okay. And what are you focusing to do?
I'm waiting until we get there.
Alright, is everybody following?
Yeah. I'm gonna let. I want to let Badger be the first out.
Dave, you nod, unmute yourself, and still don't say anything. That was great.
I was waiting for Adam to stop speaking, but yes, I'm following.
Boy.
That's correct, Mike, but it's not a ritual.
But it's not a ritual.
Yeah, it
We're
is.
still.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's a
It's a
cast
ritual.
method.
It would say in parentheses ritual if it was a ritual.
But it is, isn't it?
It's not
No,
a
it's not.
ritual.
It's a
Okay,
spell.
okay.
Christ, it's
My
under.
mistake.
It's under the spell section of the D&D handbook.
I know, I need to look at that.
Yes, it's very
What?
important for you to
The
actually
fact
read
that it
spell
says
you want to cast.
spells.
Well, no, it was the ritual portion
Mike,
of the spellcasting.
level-
No, it
Page
was.
207. Page 207. If you look up at the top, it says Chapter 11. Spells.
Mm-hmm.
That means it consumes a spell
No,
slot.
that's not true, Ryan, because some of those spells do have a ritual tag in parentheses next to it. Which
Well, then it would say that.
you can either
Yeah,
cast
okay.
it as a spell or as a ritual. This does not have a ritual tag. It is you can cast it as an action or in 8 hours. Over 8 hours.
Right. That is my mistake.
So you're taking 8 hours to do something that you could have just taken an action to do.
Well, no,
Well,
that,
the action's a much limited area and it has less of an effect and it does less.
Gotcha.
action just creates difficult terrain, whereas this I'm trying to give them food for like 6 months.
The action can create difficult terrain. It can revitalize growth in an smaller area. But yeah,
Yeah, I gotcha.
I've never seen any spells that are rituals.
So like 231, detect poison and disease, has a little ritual around it.
Oh, that's good to know.
But you have to have that on your spell list in order to be able to ritual cast it. Or at least know it. So if you're a wizard and you've got a ritual spell prepared, you can...
Oh,
ritual
yeah,
cast it
detect
any time
magic.
you want a day.
Okay, detect magic is a ritual. Detect poison, disease. Okay. All right. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
All right. He leads you to the outer edge of the field, where, without even trying, it's quite noticeable that many of the plants growing have blackened leaves or wilting stalks. Clearly, some kind of molded pestilence is starting to ravage the farm.
Okay.
Do I see this as well?
You see a massive thorny wall.
Okay. Shit.
To be fair, that wall seems to be, as since you've been out there staring at it, you can see that it seems to be slowly over time reducing itself.
But I still can't see anything through it.
No, it's still 4 or 5 times your height.
I will say to Corfel, as brash as my druidic companion was, he would probably be of much better help at this than I am. But, like I said, I'll try.
Once my wife's made up her mind, she's not going to change it. And your companion was...
I hold up my hands. I understand. I understand. I'm going to walk out into the diseased area. I want to make a knowledge nature to see what I feel is like where the pestilence kind of began, like where it's the worst.
Okay.
And then spreading from. Knowledge nature is a 19.
Yes, it looks like it's spreading from coming down from the northeast. You do actually recognize the pestilence as a gray swamp mold, and you believe it's an airborne. It's a mold that spreads its spores through the air. So any wind would be spreading it down and outward from the swamp.
As I reach down and touch the mold to obviously try and identify it, I turn to Corfel. This is airborne. It's going to be difficult to fight. Unless your wife, in her knowledge of nature, could somehow divert the wind, I might be able to prevent further spread. It normally spreads from a spore. But, regardless, that is what I know. And now, if you'll give me a moment, I'm going to take the dagger of Malaki, and I'm going to slide it into the diseased land. And I'm going to begin praying in Elven, basically repeating the same thing over and over, praying to Malaki. And in Elven, I am saying, Malaki, this land has been diseased and cursed. And all that you know that is natural and good, help these common people to continue to live a natural life, save their crops and their land. And I'm going to basically keep repeating that over and over and kind of growing in pitch as I continue saying it. And I'm going to, at one point, kind of in a fever pitch, kind of fall to my hands and knees and kind of grab the dagger and just keep saying it over and over and over.
Hold on.
Basically growing in cannons until like I'm almost at like a fever pitch and almost seeming possessed because I'm focusing so hard.
Penny, you want to play Mario?
Basically, I'm putting everything that I have into this because I know how hurt these people are. All of my energy. If you want to have me start talking in tongues, that'd be cool. I'm just saying. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
That's what you get. So Baracus Trevok and Urfer, You are shocked as you watch Badger essentially faceplant on into the ground, unmoving for what feels like quite a long time.
I'm gonna go check on him. Make sure he's breathing.
Yeah, I'll let him lay there for a moment before I...
As soon as you touch him, he snaps back to consciousness.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Seen what?
The hut. The hags. This is their doing. All of this. There's some sort of dark energy. They're casting a ritual. There's some pounding chant that's stuck in the back of my head. And then in almost a rage, I'm gonna stand up.
Penny.
Destroying nature. Like this.
Come here.
They'll pay for this. I'll kill them all.
What was their chant? Maybe Alama can identify, or someone can identify what.
Did you not just hear me, fool? Stuck in the back of my head. Like a nagging voice that you can't quite plant. Listen. And I storm off to the, I pull my dagger from the earth and storm off to the farmhouse.
I don't hear anything. Do you guys hear anything?
You're being daft, sir.
Badger, on your way back to the farmhouse, a llama meets you about halfway carrying what looks to be a cloth-wrapped bundle. Looks to be not exactly light that she's carrying. And as you approach, she makes a muttered gesture and a wave of her hand, and you see and hear as the vine wall collapses, decaying rapidly back into the earth. All of you give me a perception check except for Belmar.
Oh.
Spitting mad in Elven, I'm just going to basically be talking to her. Not only will I avenge your daughter if she has fallen, but I will make all of this right. I will kill them all. I will kill every one of them, and I will bring you their heads. What they have done to this earth. And they're basically just tears of anger streaming down my face.
She smiles sadly. I have no need of their heads. Take this parting gift, and please, all of you come near. I can give you a small blessing to take you on your journey.
Can I hear this since the thorns are down?
Nope. Trevok, you are the only one that notices a dancing, muttering, and essentially blissfully unaware Belmar, who seems to be doing some kind of almost rain dance in the nearby woods just on the edge of the farm.
I'm going to assume that he's lost his mind. He's been grossly offensive and rude, and now he's dancing outside the thorn wall, and chanting.
Alama hands you the cloth-wrapped bundle, Badger. A parting gift for me and my husband. Would you all please gather near?
I gather.
Clearly taxed, I take the item and then kind of like slump and emotionally distraught, kind of fall to my knees and kind of start sobbing. And I just begin repeating over and over in Elven, I wasn't strong enough.
All right. She raises her hand in almost a blessing gesture and starts muttering words at all of you. Ryan, you don't understand it, but you recognize it as Sylvan.
Okay.
Urfer, that's what she says. As the only one that speaks Sylvan. And you all feel a sense of warmth, except for Belmar, come about you. You all get a 1d8 luck die you can add to any ability check, save, or attack with it, that usable within 24 hours.
I'm going to respond in Sylvan and say, "Great forces have brought us here, and we shall defeat the hags."
You said that was to save
Yeah.
or attack?
Yeah, save, attack, or ability modifier, or skill check. You get one of them, and you can use it sometime in the next 24 hours. She gives a small smile to you, Urfer, nods, and says in common, "Malaki's blessing on all of you."
I thank you for all your assistance. We'll do what we can. I pray we do it swiftly.
As do I and my husband.
And I will offer a hand down to Badger and say, "Come, if we won't take their heads for these folk, we'll take them for ourselves."
I'm sorry, give me a minute. I just got a text from work.
Yep, no problem.
What'd we get?
What's this weak shit? You got a fucking mouse in your pocket?
Well, apparently it's heavy.
Fucking Dave. I expected a bit more of like the Wilhelm scream.
I can do that too. I don't want to do that.
No, that's just as soon as the scream started, I thought that's what was coming, and then it wasn't. There we go.
They gave you the classic. Been in like every Star Wars game and movie since the dawn of Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
StarCraft sound effects
Alright,
used all the time.
There's a kid doesn't have a cell phone, so he contacted somebody else to basically call out tomorrow. Alright, so what did you say, Adam? Yeah, I get it.
No, what I said was I held out a hand towards you and said, "Come, if we won't take the if we won't take the heads for these farm folk, we'll take them for ourselves."
I stand clearly almost in a borderline rage and wipe the tears from my eyes. I'll kill them all. I almost want to cross class again into a barbarian.
Just all
Just
by
like-
nature.
6 ranger, 3 druid, and a level of barb.
All the outdoors.
Just for the rage. I just take the one level and then just go back in a druid. Like, yes, everything is great and wonderful and natural. And what the fuck?
It's a shame range wouldn't add anything to like a short bow.
That's true.
Alright, I will, like I said, stand. I'm wiping the tears from my eyes, and I apologize to the two of them for basically failing them. And then I will pick up whatever they gifted me. And I will unwrap it.
You reveal. Give me a knowledge history check.
Oh, snap. Was it knowledge history?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have. Oh, yeah, I do. 19.
You are a bit taken aback as you look down upon the gnomish war pick that they've handed you.
Gnomish, you say?
Anyone need my Mace of Disruption? I won't use next turn anymore.
Give it to Baracus.
Weapon gives a glimmer in your hand as the gold filigree outline does not diminish from the massive deadliness of the hammer and pick of this double-ended weapon.
Oh, you already did?
In the hands of a true master, one could strike with the hammer and slash with the pick end in the same, almost the same motion.
The night.
And you get the definite tingle of a magical aura.
Night night.
I pick it up almost slowly and solemnly and kind of look to each of them confused as to what I did to deserve this. After my friend was so rude, so brash, you give me this? The weapon of Fitz Bass Lion Grip? The lion? You give me the weapon of the lion?
She smiles sadly. It's been in my care since the last gnome I met. Fitz himself.
You knew him?
He asked me to pass it to the next gnome that I saw that was going on a proper task.
At this mention, I'm going to do a history check to try and figure out what's happening.
I want to, as soon as he mentions the line, I want to...
Sure.
You personally met Fitz?
He was a friend.
A friend, no less?
Urfer, you are not familiar. You do not recall anything.
I'm
honored.
I'm honored. And I kind of like fall to a knee. Thank you. Do you need... I don't remember what they did with weapons. Do you need like an exotic weapon proficiency?
Yep.
Okay, and at what levels do we get feats?
Every 4. You can choose your ability score or a feat, I believe.
So 4, 8, fuck, 12? Really? God damn it. What if I practice really, really hard with it?
I don't think there are exotic anymore, right? It's just martial, and you have martial.
As far as I'm concerned.
Boom! DM drop.
Never mind.
Go to bed, you loon.
Alright. So what am I calling this?
Give you a little more background there too, Ryan. Adam, I sent you
Yeah,
history.
I see that. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Poor Urfer and Baracus and Belmar left out in the cold.
Womp womp.
Belmar, literally.
I didn't even get a boon.
You didn't even get to try to understand what it was.
He's so far away and he's wrapped up in his not ritual.
At least I'm trying.
Now.
A little late.
Fourth quarter, you're throwing effort out.
You're not Tom Brady, bro.
I could be.
Let's not talk about Tom Brady.
Alright, on recollection, I'm just going to say, wow, the pig and the lion. It's impressive.
Can you give me... I don't have to attune. You want me to just look up Warpick? Because there is no Gnomish Warpick anymore.
I know. You want the you're asking for the stats?
Yeah. Oh, I'm using it immediately.
You can use it as a martial weapon using only one side. Alright?
I assumed either bludgeoning or piercing. But hey, I'm gonna. Alright. God, I have so many things I have to do.
She kept poking
Like,
around the
this
corner.
is turning into, like, I need to read my books before bed, I need to practice with my war pick before bed.
Technically, everybody's got reading homework, it seems.
I don't think I do. Until Badger's
That's
done with
because
it.
you run away from everything.
I don't run away. I strategically place myself. There's a difference.
Yeah, exactly. Urfer's got reading, Travak's got reading, Brackus has reading. Everybody's got reading but you, man. You gotta educate yourself, Druid.
I educate myself with
Teach yourself!
Maybe if you were educated, you wouldn't respond in such a way.
Ah!
Oh, shit.
Shit, man.
Oh yeah, check the shirt out.
Oh, Jesus. Nice.
Wait, check what out?
Shirt. I'm Pickle Rick!
Ow.
Best episode. I can't say best, but great episode.
Lol. Carrying 69 pounds.
Lol. And now you've truly done too much for us. I hope we can.
Stop the hags and either rescue our daughter or put her soul to rest. And you'll have repaid us tenfold.
Aye, the hags will be stopped, and we will find your daughter and return her home. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go stop the dancing fool so that we can.
Oh, you guys get to hear me pee again. Enjoy this.
Oh.
Deli will.
I gotta pee. Alright, can I not pee in here? Never mind. Melissa made it weird. I gotta pee upstairs now.
Alright. I'll be right back real quick. Come on, you.
Oh, wait a minute. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Very well.
You having fun, Lawrence?
Mm-mm.
What is that? The sound of flies and mosquitoes?
You did.
Doesn't it sound like that?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Thanks, Dave.
Just trying to be helpful.
Alright, y'all leaving the farm, or?
Gonna leave Belmar?
You can leave Belmar, yeah, that's true, you could.
Just 8 hours from now.
Casually
see
sneak
where
away
it's
as
from.
he's dancing around.
I wouldn't blame you, but I would be mad.
Oh, kind of like we were mad when you pulled that shit last session?
Hey, no one said in character that they were mad. Everyone just said, "Holy shit, Mike."
In character, I'm not mad at all.
Dave, you're the worst person ever.
Exactly. See, Dave's fine with it, so I'm good.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
your barometer?
Okay. Allow me to just reiterate. Now, you watched all of our sessions getting into you playing this game.
Yes.
You just said Dave's character is fine with it.
Grasping at straws, man. I gotta take what I can get.
That's not a straw you grasp. You literally watched all of our sessions and at work on multiple occasions was like, what the fuck, Dave? Like,
This isn't a Sophie's Choice situation. You just avoid that one.
you just acknowledged that the dude that makes you go, why? Why? Was like, well, Dave's okay with it.
My characters have all had their own reasons.
Maybe this
All of their
character-
actions.
Chris, you're funny.
Yeah, they're called idiot savants. All of them. Socially inept, but could tell you how many toothpicks you threw on the floor.
7.
Alright, so
I'm going to try and get a grasp of my surroundings.
well, you as you're doing your grasping, you note Belmar dancing around.
That's what I was hoping for. I give a nod and thank them both. Specifically, Jesus, I work with a bunch of fucking retards.
This is being recorded.
I don't give a shit. I'll tell them. So one guy wants to call out because he's really not feeling well and he wants to take tomorrow. And I was like, that's fine. You can take tomorrow, but just, is he willing to pick up another shift? They said yes. Well, this is through a mediator because I've got no way of talking to this kid. He won't Facebook friend me, and I'm cool with that. So I said I've got no issue with him taking it off, but ask him if he's willing to pick up Wednesday or give us a hand or work a half day each day. It's up to him. And the mediator says, "Hey, he says you look like Rick from Trailer Park Boys." So then we go back and forth a little bit more, and he's like, "Yeah, he's going to take tomorrow off, and he'll work Wednesday instead." I said, "All right, sounds good. Jay wants to let you know that you have beautiful eyes." I said, "I'm glad that he finds me dreaming," and Johnny replies with, "Laugh my ass off. You got to get him to get under your bench." It's like, yep, only Johnny would be like, "Yeah, I think you look like Ricky, and your beautiful eyes. You should get him to blow you."
He sees the day and whatnot.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Chris. No, right now she's looking up who Ricky is from Trailer Park Boys.
I'm gonna, since I still have the charm in my hand, or in my pocket, I'm gonna say, Mariel, we will avenge you, because fully believing that she's dead, I'm gonna put on the charm.
Have you identified the charm yet? I don't think you have you?
No, I just noticed that it made me feel wise when I touched it.
You do remember that Lawrence gave his entire spiel about cursed weapons and stuff last session, right?
Yeah. I do.
As he's passing it off to them.
I decided to ignore that because I know where it came from.
Right. All right. So we have work to do, and we should.
I'm going to Belmar.
Ooh.
All right, everybody else, what are you doing?
Chris, Ellie says, "Fuck off." I didn't know she could see text. She said she can.
Yeah,
She can see basically the full windowed version of what we see.
Assuming Adam has the text open on his screen, she should be able to.
Yeah, I'm just broadcasting what
Gotcha.
I got here.
If Adam hides it, she can't see it. Wahahaha.
Haha!
Womp womp womp. Everybody talk shit about Deli now.
I don't know her.
It's not the important part, Dave. They added her to the D&D page, so now it's all fair game.
I thought she might like to read the backstories and stuff.
I think it's just going to be more masturbation jokes, but that's all right.
Masturbation jokes and dank memes.
What more could he ask for?
That's life.
I like how she was in the group for 15 seconds, and you're just R. Kelly pee on you.
But why?
Why not?
I'm convinced she has an R. Kelly fantasy.
I mean, to be fair, who doesn't?
Me?
I didn't mean that.
I didn't
Live.
mean that.
That was the
Safe
lead
to say.
thing.
Good cover.
You almost fooled us on that one.
Alright, cheers to you, gents. Autocrat, coffee stout, and a Buccaneers mug. You're all fucking jealous. Look at that shit right there.
Yeah, I wish it. If only it was a Patriots mug.
Yeah, right.
Dave.
I'd burn the thing and smash it outside in a ritual sacrifice.
I was waiting for you to just like smash your stout down on your webcam or whatever, just like I'm done here.
No. I actually appreciate like a football team for being a football team and not because I grew up in New England and I want to blow Tom Brady.
I'm about to start going to Westerly and putting Patriots bumper stickers on your truck every single day.
He doesn't live in Westerly.
I know where you work.
Yeah, but
I will
work
fucking
somewhere.
kill you.
I know where you work and live, so I have one up on you.
Oh, that's right. You came to my house. Fuck.
Yeah, so what you gotta do now?
Go to Mystic and pull your files and get your address. Oh! Oh!
Who's the bitch now?
I don't even have to go there. I can just call and be like, "Hi, it's Ryan, manager of the meat department. Can you just pull Mike Nealon's file and let me know his address?"
I want to send him a thank you card.
I wouldn't even have to do that. I could walk upstairs to Westerly. You're on fucking payroll. Payroll comes from Westerly. I can just be like, "Hey, Melanie, I need Mike Nealon's address." Better yet, I don't even have to ask. I can just look up your payroll stub when they print the checks and see where they have to mail it to you.
Pretty sure
And no one would be the wiser.
Pretty sure that might be illegal.
Nope.
Ryan just committed to like mail fraud or whatever on camera.
It's not mail fraud.
I know it's not mail. I don't know what the real fraud term is. I don't know.
Yeah, you kind of failed on that one, didn't you?
I did.
Hmm.
What's the real term, Mr. Lawyer?
I'm not a lawyer.
Mr. Aspiring Lawyer.
He just plays one for pretend.
Played one on TV.
I don't pretend to be one either. Nope. That would be bad. That would be illegal too.
Yeah, suits.
That'd be unlawful practice of law.
It's definitely not illegal for me to just go pull his personal information.
Okay.
Well, I mean, depending on what you do with it.
He was my hire.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm not involved.
So Badger's going to talk to Belmar.
Hmm.
Anybody else do anything?
I'm dancing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I had said that I was going to go get the dancing fool, so
All right, so Trevok and Brett Badger are walking towards the dancing pool.
So now I'm just a dancing fool trying to help these farmers.
I helped them by being a little more sympathetic.
I have my reasons.
And
They'll come
again,
across.
I know not of your druid ritual you're trying to, or spell you're trying to pull off, so I just think you just insulted them and are now just dancing on their land. Or dancing just off the border of their land.
At least it's not on their daughter's grave.
Well, I can
To be
dance if I
fair,
want
you
to.
know you do know he's a spellcaster. Like,
I do.
And
I don't
you're
know
right.
druid ways.
But-
So,
Adam, I feel like you pick and choose what knowledge you want to know and what knowledge you don't.
I'm familiar with the arcane because I'm an Eldritch Knight, but I don't know anything about divine ways.
How much history do you know on gnomish generals?
Apparently enough to know that about the lion.
Yeah, but you were willing to make a roll for that, weren't you?
I have knowledge. I'll roll knowledge. I just
Oh.
don't know. Fine, I'll roll knowledge or whatever.
I'm just saying. You were quick to roll knowledge, untrained history.
I will roll knowledge to see if I know what the hell Belmar's doing.
That's my only point.
Y'all look funny.
22.
Boom! You know what he's doing.
He clearly appears to be casting a spell.
All right. I'm still gonna refer to him as Dancing Fool, but I don't know what spell he's
Yeah,
casting.
see, fuck you. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
All right. 5 different pages, bookmarked, ready to go.
Christ. All right.
Nice, Mike.
You could have edited that a little to be like, my friends don't shit talk grieving parents, then I will, and I'll leave them behind.
But it doesn't match the rhythm of the safety dance.
You got to work on that.
He forgot a don't. The last sentence.
Oh, I did. Oh, fail.
And if they dance, they're no friends of mine. So if you guys dance, he'll leave you alone.
Freaking dance off.
Just start randomly joining in his casting and start dancing with him. That'll throw him off.
Just come over and start slam dancing.
All right, you approach the dancing Belmar.
I'm going to. What would it be for a nature spell?
Knowledge nature. As a druid, you can do that as a knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature is a. See, this D20 last week was mean to me, and it's nice this time around. 16.
Well, you don't recognize the spell. You can definitely tell that he is casting a druidic spell. And now that you're looking closely to try to identify it, you can see that the grass and trees and bush immediately around him seem to be a more vibrant green than that further afield.
Can I notice that through perception?
You can make a perception check, sure.
10.
You don't notice that.
Yeah. Damn.
Now that I know it is a spell, I want to roll knowledge nature to see what spell it is.
Nope. I included that in the last check.
Oh.
If you were higher level, you would have been able to identify the spell.
I don't know how much longer this will take you, but we're ready to go kill some hags.
Can I hear him through my ritual?
Give me a concentration check as you do.
You get +2 on that.
Do I?
Yeah, because we got a blessing.
He didn't.
He didn't.
Different blessing, right?
No, that only
The
lasted an
one that
hour.
expired?
And we
That was 24
Traveled
hours.
for-
Oh,
Yeah.
we slept.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, we didn't do that much last session, so I assumed we didn't
No, we
sleep.
didn't.
Nope, you literally slept and that was in the recap.
Well, either way, that concentration is a 15.
During that sleep, you disturbed the remains of a little humanoid child and took a fucking charm, so...
It went grave robbing, pretty much.
It was not grave robbing. I saw a shiny.
There was no grave.
There was no grave,
All
that's right.
shiny. Must have shiny.
So I got a shiny. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
All right, you can respond while maintaining the spell.
I wait, you said I can? All right, what was his original statement?
I said, I don't know how much longer you have, but we're ready to go kill some hags.
How much time has passed since I've started doing this ritual?
2 hours.
Okay. I guess with that, I'm going to say a prayer to Sylvanas and stop the ritual prematurely, hoping my prayer will hold some gravity.
What's your prayer?
Grant this couple
Sylvanas.
fertility as they try again for another child.
Sylvanas. Cure this land of the unnatural infection that comes to threaten it. Grant these farmers living a natural life, plentiful harvest, and protect their home. Give them fertility for all of their crops.
Would have been better if you said fertility for all the seeds that they may sow.
For fertility for all the seeds. That you sow.
Oh.
I didn't say it was done. And then I will take my Staff of the Woodlands and bring it to the ground.
All right, you lose a spell slot.
What kind?
The spell slot for your spell.
Oh, okay. And what happens to the crops?
They remain.
What? Infested with mold?
Yeah.
I tried. All right, so now that the ritual's done, I'll look to the group. How do they fare? How are they dealing with this loss?
Not well, dude.
Are you even there?
Why not?
Is that the response from the whole group? No one has anything to say?
I didn't think that anybody else approached aside from me and Badger.
Everybody walked over.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna bring Mike into the fever pitch that I'm in.
In response to your question, I will say though, they were sad, and then you spoke, and then they were angry. Though, for what it's worth, that was seems to be a pretty nice thing you were attempting.
I'm going to wait for Badger's attempt before I respond.
I've seen it. The hut of the hags. They are the sole reason that the land is falling to decay and disease. And I plan on killing them all. I will kill them all. They drive rot into the land of farmers and simple folk. And this I simply will not stand for. I saw their ritual, witnessed it with my own eyes.
I'm going to look to Badger. I saw it too. I saw where they call home. I saw the land that they desecrate. They will pay. These farmers, their loss will not go in vain. At this point, I'll look to the rest of the party. You all think me cruel, do you not? I'll wait for some sort of response, if there's any.
I mean, I thought I was... I say things as they are, but you have a finality about you that you, it seems like you're cruel. But I know you're not.
Cruel would be... Sorry,
Nope.
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'll wait until after yours.
I wouldn't say cruel was the word. I would say that, I believe you were absolutely harsh. I wouldn't have done it, but again, by my accounts, you were just trying to help as well, so a cruel person wouldn't have followed A with B.
So, some restraint, maybe, when someone is that distraught, though.
I'm going to place
coaching from Dave.
I'm going to place a hand on Urfa's shoulder. I'm glad we see eye to eye on this. I'll look to the rest of the party. Harsh as it may have been, it is far harsher for them to live in false hope. Their opinion of me does not matter. What does matter is their acceptance of the situation. Their knowledge of what has happened and their ability to move on means everything to this couple. They need to do just that, let go of the past and move on with the future, if they are going to survive.
Well, if they're going to let go of their past and move on with their future, we best get to killing some hags so they can have their farm back.
Agreed.
I give a grin to Trevok and Urfer. Don't let us go. These hags have corrupted far too much land to be let go any longer.
All right.
What are you watching, Mike?
The Warriors. I was inspired after yesterday. Do I need to turn this down?
Warriors,
Come
out
out.
and play.
I couldn't help myself.
I maintain my stance about the Lost Boys.
Uh,
So we have a map with us and 2 who have seen the hut. I don't think we'll get much more guidance as far as location.
is it more than a day out? The farmer and his wife warned us that they can attack if it's a certain type of hag, they might be able to attack in our dreams.
What time of day is it?
It's just about an hour before noon.
Then steadfast your mind, friend, because we move. And I'm going to begin tracking. I know where the disease came from, or general idea, and I've seen the hut, so.
Quick question: how long or how many people can a warhorse carry?
Depends on their size and their weight. I mean, are you trying to move fast, short, slow?
Moderate speed, faster than average traveling speed.
Not too fast, not too many people.
This is going back to the riding each other.
Maybe.
Oh, when it's your idea, it's perfectly fine.
I'm still not shapeshifting, so you can fucking ride me.
Was that in character?
No. I'm
Okay.
saying this before. He's saying, oh, well, it's your idea, it's fine. No, it's not. I am not shapeshifting. The issue was with my character not allowing you to ride me.
So your character's pride comes before the protection of
Yes.
nature? Some druid.
So form of a warhorse, shape of a cart.
Like calling me on the nature of a druid as he just. Never mind. I'm done with you, Mike.
Hey, druids don't have to have compassion. They just have to have love for nature.
You're dead to me.
You are the chosen one.
Alright, so I'm moving. What
Survival
was
check.
it? North?
Northeast, yep.
Survival check is a 17.
Alright, you start moving the party forward, assuming everybody else is following the scout.
Yep.
Perception checks from everybody.
Disadvantage.
No.
$21.
Alright, within an hour of walking, you will notice a heavy increase in the amount of biting mosquitoes once again. And you note the ground and trees around you are in a serious state of decay. The ground beneath your feet slowly seems to grow softer as it's clearly becoming more saturated. You are definitely moving in the direction of swampland. The stench of rotting vegetation wafts on the occasional gust of wind through the trees. Another survival check, please.
Question.
Answers.
You said another survival. Nat 20 plus 6.
Okay.
I remember last time I was using Druidcraft and I was able to gain the faint odor of a skunk, which kind of got rid of some of the biting insects.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to continuously cast that, would I come across problems?
How would you come across problems?
I don't know if you would. I'm just asking you as a DM, like if I can just keep casting it and casting it and casting it.
It's a cantrip, technically, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it might have an effect or downside on your ability to keep an eye out. And it might make you more visible to anything that might be out there. There are definitely associated hazards that may or may not play in. That is your choice to make.
Alright, I will make that choice. I am going to continuously cast Druidcraft to try and keep to create the odor of a skunk to keep the biting insects off of us.
Alright. You all feel yourself starting to sweat as you enter what is clearly true swampland. The ground beneath your feet is saturated and only occasionally broken up by patches of firmer ground. Small streams and rivulets crisscross across the landscape before you. The trees and vines keep the air soggy, dank, and incredibly hot and humid, as everything seems to be in some form of state of decay. Some logs float down the streams, and you see numerous amounts of insects, amphibians, and small, what you assume to be black birds, swooping hither and thither within the swampland. With that said, unless you're specifically on a patch of dry land, your overland movement is halved while you're in the swampland. Your survival instinct tells you that the depths of the streams you see may or may not vary greatly from one step to the next. You can give me both my druids can give me a knowledge nature check, and anybody else can give me a normal wisdom check.
Woo.
Or
Question.
if you have knowledge nature trained, you can do a knowledge nature check.
We're all doing knowledge nature checks.
You and Ryan
You
are
are.
doing knowledge nature.
What was the question?
I'm assuming my ring of water walking is working.
If you have a ring of water walking and you're activating it, yes, you may potentially be able to walk over water.
I've never taken it off, so
Right? It still needs activation.
Like how I can turn my sword on.
I have never had a code word for my ring.
I don't think it's.
There is no
I think
code
it's
word. You
like
just
a
need to
mental
mentally
thought.
activate it.
All right, I mentally activate my ring.
Okay.
No, you said like your sword. I know you have like Ignis or whatever.
Well, no,
So
no,
I got
no,
confused.
A better reference would have been the acid armor.
Okay, yeah. All right, same page.
So I'm sorry. We came across a body of water we need to cross.
No,
or
we're
what?
in true
just
swampland.
Yeah, swampland.
Okay. So yeah, my roll was a 10.
Alright, so I got 10 from Mike, 24 from Ryan, 24 from Adam, 20 from Chris, and 11 from Dave. Alright, Badger, you're aware that many creatures within the spell... Is he there? Can you hear me, Ryan? I have no idea if you can hear me. You're muted, so I can't tell. Alright, so we'll go to Chris and Caracas and Trevok. Your natural intuition warns you that it's likely that many creatures hide beneath the waters, and that many creatures in the swampland have probably perfected their stealth, we'll say.
Trapdoor spiders. Gotcha.
And I guess I'll talk to Ryan when he comes back. But essentially, gets the same thing.
Do you have anything for me?
No, not with the 10.
Okay.
I expect better from you.
Hey, the druids can fly, right?
If they turn into flying animals.
I kind of want to just use a spell and make us fly for 10 minutes.
I mean, Ryan and I could easily do that if we transformed.
What's freezer? Oh, yes, please. If it was out in the wild.
Ryan's got his pride.
No, fly.
Okay,
Like
who's
I
that?
can cast fly, and me, Krayvok, and Baracus could all fly, and you guys just have to turn. It's one of my 3 spells, but could totally fucking speed this shit up.
I'm down if you are, if you think it's worth the spell slot.
How about you talk
Sorry,
about
I could hear you, but I was muted, so I couldn't tell you.
So
I could hear
you got what I told Chris and Adam then.
Yep.
That's essentially what you get.
Okay.
You said firmer land is spotty here and there and nowhere in between.
I'm gonna
Essentially,
say.
your movement speed is reduced by half unless you're actually on dry land.
I'm
Can
gonna
I
say.
spot? Oh,
I'm gonna say. Oh, this is awful terrain. So, Belmar, I know you can fly. Badger, can you fly?
How do you
I
know
can
that
turn-
Belmar can fly again?
Because he traced me,
I know.
and I shot him down from a tree.
yeah. Thanks for that reminder.
You've also seen me transform.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can transform to a
That's true.
bird.
Does take a high-level druid.
Does it?
No, it really doesn't.
Mid-level druid.
No, it really doesn't. If you want to transform into a raven, it's a quarter CR.
Well, yeah, but you have to reach, what, like 7 or 8 in order to do a flying creature?
Ooh, actually, now that you say that, I forgot they did that. I don't think I can.
Ooh.
I don't think I have the levels in Druid.
God damn it!
If
All right,
if
I
Belmar is
can
a
carry
high
people.
if Belmar is a high enough level druid to turn into a flying creature, then Badger should be able to turn into a creature small enough for Belmar to carry.
ooh, he might be able to swim.
He's probably already a small enough creature for me to bury or carry.
For me to bury.
Barry, huh?
And that's Belmar for you.
Whoops. Laid out my hand a little earlier than I was supposed to.
Because
Good thing no one can cast Detect Evil.
Right?
I can make 3 of us, or I can let 3 of us fly for 10 minutes.
And that's in character?
If I casted
Yeah.
cast protection from good and evil on someone who was good or evil, what would that do?
Who knows?
Show you that I'm neutral. Alright, so in response to Urfer's claim, I'll say, Badger, you may be against being mounted, but for this sake, I am not. Will you ride with me? Or fly with me, should I say?
Sure.
Owl, rat, Belmar takes off in a different direction.
Alright, with can I make a nature check to see what kind of flying bird would be native to this land? To swamps?
Raven.
Sure, go ahead.
So before we do this, though, we need to make sure we're going in the right direction, right? So we know we're going generally in this direction, and we'll just start following the whatever you turn into.
Sounds good. I'm sure Badger will let me know where we need to go.
That's my point. He won't be able to.
Sure, well, I'll transform into a spider and just hang on.
Yeah, but how do you communicate?
Badger.
I'll bite him.
And the bird falls from the sky.
Slightly skeptical, I'll say, Badger, I'd prefer if you keep your natural form. A simple tap with your right foot, or tapping with both hands for forward would be sufficient.
You both have seen the hut, so hypothetically, either of you can lead us.
Yeah, we should both know where it is at this point.
Well, I couldn't tell where it was. I could just see the area.
So I'm going to cast. I'm going to say, "Are we ready?" I'm going to take out a feather and cast the incantation to have me, Trevok, and Sprachus fly. So we all get a 60-foot flying speed for 10 minutes.
My nature check was an 18 to see what kind of creatures or flying creatures were native to this area.
Crows, ravens, vultures aren't uncommon. Owls, certain breeds of owls wouldn't be uncommon. Unfortunately, you've never encountered the breeds of owls that you believe would be native here.
Are giant eagles native?
They would not be. No.
Giant eagles only show up at the end of the adventure, man.
Everyone knows that.
Alright, I'll look to Badger. Badger, you might have to select a smaller form if I'm going to carry you without causing suspicion.
I'm not even sure if you could carry him. He's probably like 100 pounds.
Yeah, but if he's a smaller form, he won't be.
No, I know. But a crow can't carry 100 pounds.
I transform into a spider.
Is it an African crow or European crow?
I don't know that.
I need to watch that movie again.
Side note, Tim was not supposed to be his name. He actually forgot his line and said his name was Tim.
My name is Tim.
My name is
Your name is Betty.
The old
Yes, Betty.
the old
That was
magic
supposed to-
cards prodigal sorcerer tab deal 1 damage to target creature or player. We always called them Tim because of him.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a couple of them. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to fly up above the canopy.
I will turn into a crow and wait upon the ground for Badger to get on top of me.
Giggity!
It's being mounted now.
Alright. I climb on.
Deli's
All right.
feverishly typing fanfic.
Trevok, Brachus.
If he's cast flight, then I'm gonna. I
Think happy thoughts.
was gonna say I don't have any prior knowledge of having actually flown this way before, so I'm gonna do like
You
first.
feel
time,
like you could move with a thought.
I'm gonna do first time in 0G. Just kind of like float haphazardly for a second before I get my bearings, and then follow.
I'm gonna super confidently fly, kind of like Superman. One arm by the side, one arm up.
All right, as you all blast above the treetops, you realize looking down it'll be very hard to spot anything, as the thick tree cover prevents you from actually seeing the ground except for in rare patches.
Stupid not goggle having is. Miss my goggle.
So, is the tree line thin enough to fly through?
As a pro, yeah, you have no problem with it. And then they're in their larger forms, they can just push through. Yeah,
So,
you can't
in
see very well through it though.
in theory, I could kind of see through it, and they could kind of see me. Best of both worlds. If I'm
Who
like
can
in the
kinda see
middle of the rest of the party,
You're not gonna fly above the trees.
I'm thinking if I can, if I deem it possible, I'll try to fly.
He wants to
Towards the-
scout.
Exactly. I
Scout
wanna
below
be-
the canopy.
You can
But-
attempt to do so, sure.
I want to be below the canopy, but just high enough for them to keep
You
a
can't see
visual
from their
on me.
perspective, so your call how you fly.
I'm just having flashbacks to Return of the Jedi and Endor speeder bikes, just weaving
Just dart
between
back up.
trees and just waiting for Urfer to smash.
All right, I'm gonna fly in a way that I feel I can see or somewhat see the ground, but I know for a fact the people above me can see me.
You can't know for a fact.
All right, I have a good feeling that the people above me can see me.
Maybe. Feel free to start flying if you're flying.
I'm also
flying.
gonna restore that spell slot, by the way, as an action.
Okay. So we're flying?
Yep.
We flying.
Lion.
All right. 10 minutes passes in a breeze. Perception checks. All right. Despite the haphazard ability to see below, you all fly in generally the same direction, not right, same direction, we'll say. You catch fleeting glimpses as you look down of various swamp creatures. You catch what looks to be a crocodile feeding frenzy at one point, and you're not quite sure, but you look to you believe you've spotted what appears to be a giant hard-shelled beetle walking within the swamp. Again, you don't have the best of glances, but based off of what you did see, you'd estimate its shell rises probably 6 feet high.
Let's
Not
write
something-
it.
Do I know of any value of any giant beetle components?
Make an alchemy check.
The e-core of a giant beetle.
What would that be? There's no alchemy skill.
Yes, sir.
I'm not seeing it on my skill sheet.
You don't have it. Intelligence.
Okay. That's going to be a 19.
Well, you have no familiarity with it, but you'd guess that professional alchemists probably have a use for just about any component. The rarer, the more useful, most likely.
Do I see it well enough to transform into it in a later time?
No.
Okay. And I continue flying without delay.
All right. 10 minutes is rapidly approaching. Do we continue on?
I'm gonna say we should probably go down, and then kind of like tap my wrist, because everyone
Why?
wears wristwatches.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, Dave.
I have no idea why you tapped your wrist, but I will go. I will descend.
Fine, I'll go like this. Actually, I'll just
Belmar.
stay in the
Belmar, give me a
Whatever.
perception check. Badger, you too.
22, not natural.
You're using this in your crow form? Yes?
Yeah, but I don't think they have a different perception.
I think they might.
I think they might have a greater one.
That is actually true.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I don't know if crow is listed. What species would you consider close enough?
A crow.
Lawrence, what feature or what species would you consider close
Guarantee you
enough?
crow's in there. It's a possible familiar. So
Alright,
it's in
it's
there
not-
somewhere.
It is not in the player's handbook. I will go through the monster manual.
It's not in there either.
+6 then.
All right. Well, then that's going to be, what did I say? That was a 22. It's going to be a 21.
You catch a glimpse of your companions descending to the swampy ground.
Can I guesstimate Ryan's Badger's transformation time?
You know roughly how long druids can stay in wild shape.
All right. What level druid is Badger?
Does that change your transformation time?
No, it doesn't.
No, it changes Badger's transformation time.
Does it?
It does. Half of his druid level.
Well, you know it hasn't been an hour yet. Does that answer your question?
Hold on, we had the rural Nazi finger up from Dave there.
It doesn't really matter. Just
I mean, I would imagine since he started taking druid since I joined the group, I would imagine I could guess. I think it's like 2 hours.
All right, so we're at 1/12 of that time, so we're perfectly kosher.
All right, I'll come down, but I will keep my form. And I will not touch the ground. I will keep flying just above the group.
Okay.
Raven's in here.
As your feet come down, you realize you are standing in at least ankle-deep water.
Ankle deep?
Yep. The vegetation around you gives a false impression of solid ground, but with the high weeds and thickets, your feet sink deeply into the water and the mud beneath. Give me a perception check, everybody.
Damn it. I think we traded dice, Ryan.
Ryan, I keep seeing you flapping your gums, but you're muted. I'm not sure if
Am
you're
I
just
rolling?
slacking your lips.
Yeah, I'm just smacking my lips together. What about you? What am I rolling?
Perception.
Alright. 21.
All right. So Belmar, Baracus, and Badger. Roll initiative, please.
Bam!
I'm sorry, was Belmar included in that? I was not paying attention.
Great to hear from you, buddy. Yes.
Natural 1.
Always good to know that my hard work gets paid attention to.
I'm adding crocodile to my list.
You're not adding a crocodile to your list.
I saw a crocodile feeding upon things. I can transform into them now, right?
You didn't get a good look at them. They were half submerged.
But I knew it was a crocodile.
Oh? Because you catch a fleeting glimpse of something as you fly by doesn't mean, oh, now I can turn into that. That's not how this works.
Remove it from my list.
Not how it works, man. It's not how any of this works. Give me your initiative roll, please. You said natural 1?
Yeah. Well, natural
what's your dex?
1. Natural 1 plus 4, so 5.
Alright. And share screen. And share screen. Alright. The three of you realize that there is a shambling mound of rotting vegetation that appears to be animated. It has oriented upon your direction, clearly identifying you by the splashes made as your companions came down. It appears to be a rotting heap of animated vegetation. As it spots you, it looms up half again as tall as a human, tapering into a faceless head on the top of its form. It moves towards you aggressively. As you can see, the organic life, as it passes over, seems to decay, die, and be absorbed into the mound itself. Baracus, your first act.
I looked at the two druids. Fire an option here?
We're both in animal form.
Yeah.
I will caw.
I assume Baracus immediately takes that as yes.
Alright. While being Tiefling Jesus, I whip out my wand and throw it into the center of... Usually center and 10 feet behind the two of them. Is that enough?
What are you doing?
Hold on, I gotta look up the radius of the spell. It's been a while. 20-foot radius, so we put it 10 feet behind him. No. Alright, so fireball on D17.
D17.
I'll say 16 for... Actually, sorry, C for good measure. C17.
17 or 16?
17.
Alright, and it's 20-foot radius?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you catch him. And it's a dex check?
Yeah. It's 20 to half.
Alright. You hit them both. Hold on.
8 die 6.
Thank you for that.
8.
You're welcome.
11.
Actually, like spit on that.
16. 19. 23.
Total?
No, sorry, I'm counting out loud. It's just I had a couple drinks. That makes it easier. 27. 32. And the last one, 33. Fuck you, 1.
33?
Yeah.
I've had a couple drinks, so I can't count in my head.
Makes it easier. Don't want to fuck up.
I can do that.
As the fireball erupts, creating a massive roar within the field. You note that most of the vegetation and ground seems to be almost unaffected, as most of the ground seems to be heavily saturated. You note that only the barest fringes of the creatures seem to singe under the flame, as whatever it is composed of the vegetation appears to dampen the effects of fire.
I grin toothily, use Quicken Spell, and Cone of Cold.
Okay.
Which should easily hit both of them.
Oh, what's your range on it?
Oh, it's monstrous, dude. It's like 120 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So for me, it's like that first one, and then 2, and then 4, and then 8.
So it'll be 1, 2. I don't see you getting both of them.
What?
I don't see you getting both of them. A cone? It would go 1. It would go 2. It would go 4. It would go 5.
It's 4 into 6, but yeah,
take a
you're right.
5-foot step.
Yeah, I'd 5-foot step 1 down.
Okay.
And launch the shice.
Why we do a grid?
I love it though.
And
Dex check again.
Moving down diagonal left.
What he said.
Just
1, 2,
Yeah, you moved him forward. He just wanted a 5-foot step.
No, I just wanted to step down one.
Oh, sorry.
So instead of hitting F14, he would hit F20.
Okay, yeah. That works.
Yeah, there you go.
Dex check.
20.
Alright, hits.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Constitution.
Oh, that's a whole different game. That's a whole different game. That still hits. And give me 2 wild magic checks.
Yeah. 16 plus 7 is 23.
Okay.
I rolled 4 8s and a 7.
39.
49 damage.
That would be 39.
Yeah, but it's die 8, so the other ones.
What?
8 die 8.
Oh. Oh, 49. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Ryan.
I'm not even here. You're gonna complain. Enjoy it.
Once again, the cold blasts out, seeming to freeze much in your path. However, the vegetation of the mound appears to shrug off much of the cold as well. Wild magic checks?
What?
What are your wild magic checks?
How does
what?
water not freeze and slow them down and do extra shit? All right. Both.
Hey, I didn't
both
make the
don't rock.
monsters. I didn't make the monsters. Neither of them are ones.
No.
Shucks. It's always more fun when you do that.
What's the fucking beige shit below me?
Drier ground, shrubbery,
All right.
and swampy water.
Take
Give you a card.
another 10 foot down. The rest of my movement.
Oh, these cocksuckers are gonna be like all magic reduction, physical damage reduction.
Well, you're still a spider too.
Additional fuck you bonus.
Yeah.
So that's gonna take what, an action to get rid of your spider form?
Nope.
Oh, because you're Circle of the
Because I'm
Moon.
on the moon, bitches.
Lucky.
No, not lucky. You chose land. I chose moon.
Lucky.
Yeah, okay. Be better.
Okay. All done, Brackus?
I had a 19 initiative.
yeah.
Where did- Oh, you did too. Okay.
I had an 18 plus 2.
So you done, Brackus?
You boy.
All right, Badger, you're up.
Well, they've taken damage, so I'm going to pew 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 pew.
You're gonna shapeshift back.
You're still on top of me?
Yep. Huzzah!
No, I get off of him clearly.
Said.
No.
You can't just keep skipping steps here.
All right, I jump off.
No
All right.
lot of Raven.
That's what, like 5 steps of movement?
That would have been great. Yeah, there'll be 5 steps of your movement, and since you're not on solid ground, your movement speed's halved for this turn.
Okay, as long as I'm not on top of him.
No, you're not.
So I shapeshift out as a free action.
Okay.
And I pew pew pew.
All right. What are you pewing with? And that which one?
I'm shooting my short bow.
You got spells, so you have to clarify, man.
Ooh, actually, you know what?
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm going to pull one of my stars off my robe
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
and throw my magic missile. So you don't have SM. You don't have SM labeled. It's just SM and SM. Yeah. So how am I supposed to distinguish?
Because you're an intelligent human being, and you can say the SM in F15 or the one in F20, or you could say the higher one or the lower one,
Or you could label them.
or you can fuck off.
You say higher and lower, but you've got. No, now you're changing it. Never mind.
Higher and lower have nothing to do with the cardinal directions.
Yeah, I'm aware. I read Ender's Game.
Alright. Magic missile.
The enemy state is down.
It's a shame that writer's a dick.
I forget what his cast is. Oh, it's a 5th level spell. Nice! Magic missile, 5th level spell. When you cast a spell 2nd level or higher, 1 dart. So I get 6 darts. Right? Is that my math? Damn, I can kill somebody with this D4. It is sharp as fuck on the points.
1 dart for each slot above first, so yeah, 6.
Why do you think everybody puts the D4 as the point of their sword of their D&D dice tattoos?
Giggity. Alright, so... $20 damage.
Which one?
SM1.
Alright, a blistering throw. Your star splits into 6 missiles. Where is it? Striking the mound in succession, slamming into it and rocking it on its not quite legs, but on its mound, I guess. Anything else? Hello?
No, I'll take a 5-foot step.
Where?
South. Wait, what's solid ground?
The beige.
Beach.
The green.
No, green is shrubbery. Color key.
Oh.
Color key.
Oh, I didn't see that before.
Alright, so next to Baracus.
Oh, you want to move 10 more? You want to move 15 feet total? You have enough movement speed? If you're at half your movement speed and you already used 5 feet?
My movement speed is 25.
So half that. So you used 5, so you got 10, so you can move to there. If you want.
So what's white?
White is just swamp ground. That's watery ground.
Is that difficult terrain?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd
That's
argue
fine.
you can have 1 foot on solid land, the other foot on water, because 12.5 is what you should be moving at.
Well, I can't straddle in an Excel cell, so
You can just put a note.
No, it's fine. I'm good where I am.
okie dokie.
Pan
done?
is dead.
Yep, I'm good.
All right. The mound moves up and lashes out with 2 lumpy vegetation arms swinging at Baracus. Baracus, your armor class is
14.
Hits with the first, and lost my dice. Shit, where'd it go? There it is. And connects with the second. Dealing. 2d8 plus 4 each.
All the damage.
Dealing 18 points of damage.
I'm not a wizard, by the way.
What?
I'm not a wizard, by the way.
Oh, that's weird. No, you're not. I don't know why I had that in there. All right, dealing
And
18. What?
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
And once again, it's been a while.
I'm also going to need you. You've been grappled as it hits you with both. And it immediately attempts to engulf you, using its arms to pull you into its center. What's your DC, or is it just straight damage on Hellish Rebuke?
20 dex.
Yeah, it fails that.
15.
And it's fire?
Yeah.
Alright, Baracus, you've become engulfed. It pulls you into its form. You are blinded, restrained, and are unable to breathe. Each turn, you're going to need to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw to avoid taking damage. And you move with the mound.
Okay.
The mound seemingly does not notice Belmar the Crow and attacks Badger. Badger, your AC is
17.
connects with one swipe and misses with the second. He deals 8 points of damage to you. Though he attempts to pull you in with just one arm, he fails to do so. And then that brings us to Belmar.
All right, how close am I to SM1, considering I'm not on the ground?
How
More
close
than
to
5
what?
feet? SM1, am I more than 5 feet away from him, considering
Yeah.
I'm in the air?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to move 25 feet to the northwest.
Okay.
Still here, by the way.
I am going to use mimicry to mimic the sound of a baby crying.
This is a spell?
It is a ability of the Raven that does not cause an action.
Okay. So you make a baby crying sound.
All right, and then I will fly back to I-15, the one right above SM1. And I will beak him.
You have 50 feet of movement speed?
Yes, I
The
do.
bird?
A flying speed.
Yep.
All right, that's going to be an
sneak attack.
18.
A what?
18.
That would be a what?
18.
18 hits.
All right. It says on a hit, I do 1 piercing damage. Is that added to my hit die, or I'm just doing 1 damage?
Nope. You do 1 damage.
All right, I will beak him for 1 piercing damage.
You have physical attributes of the creature you transform into, so
So I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. Do I have to roll damage?
no, you rolled
Change for
for
natural or crit? Okay.
You rolled for crit. That was your attack roll.
Okay.
So on a crit, you deal 2 damage.
Okay. So I do 1 damage.
Hey, you're the one attacking as a
Tearing
player.
it up, man. Tearing it up.
Speaking of Tim's,
Carrying the party here.
Poke, poke. You let my friends go. Let my friends go. Anything else?
That is it.
All right, Urfer Trevok, please roll initiative.
uh, 12. You're muted, Dave.
Cuckles the clown, you're fucking muted.
10. Thank you.
All right, Baraka,
Dave is
Constitution
the
check,
ultimate
please.
cock.
I don't remember my Constitution modifier.
You don't have your character sheet.
It's open. I just got to open a new window. 20.
All right. Avoid taking crushing damage. However, you do not have air.
With my free hand, I cast Misty Step.
Don't have a free hand. You're restrained.
How was I able to cast Hellish Rebuke then?
Because that was in response to the attack as you were being engulfed.
Mm.
Had I known that, I would have bent luck.
You can attempt to make an escape check.
Don't think you have much choice else at this point.
I thought I was able to cast spells. That totally changed my plan for what I was going to do.
It's probably running into new monsters.
On the plus side, your character wouldn't have known that, so you're playing true to your character.
Shut up.
Look at Dave.
Don't credit Dave for anything ever.
Why? That was pretty good. He was being a little of an asshole with it, but it's fair.
That's the only time he brings up like rule points is when he's being an asshole about it.
That's true. He's trying really hard to be the new
Hey,
Steve.
hey, Chris. Misty Step.
He gave up his
defensive
role to-
opponents.
He gave his role to Mike, and so he's trying to take on the Steve role now.
I was,
Chris, did you
I was
catch that?
actually just checking that.
Yeah.
I'm doing a fantastic job.
Yep, that's a Steve comment if I've ever heard one.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah, it's verbal only.
Yeah, I still Misty Step.
Alright, you have to be able to see where you're Misty stepping?
You teleport up to an unoccupied space that you can see.
You can't see.
Fuck.
You are literally inside a giant living vegetation as it's trying to digest you. Compressing its body all around you.
I was wondering how you upgrade the gelatinous cube.
Well, you've never even fought a gelatinous... You've only fought a gelatinous cube maybe once.
Yeah, but I know they exist.
True.
I was curious how do you level up a gelatinous cube?
Turn it into vegetation.
Apparently. It's like the hellish form of Tangela.
Kinda. Yeah.
The name drop.
Too much Pokemon going on here, sorry.
I thought I had my turn planned out, and now I'm making you guys wait. Sorry.
It's all good, Dave.
Oh, good man.
Just seeing what my options were.
Also, shut up, Dave.
Good
Shut your
point,
mouth
Dave.
when you're talking to me.
It's a good point, Dave.
I hate you so much. Puff, puff, pass.
Hey,
Seriously.
I'm waiting anyways. I might as well puff it up.
Does the vape help, Lawrence?
Help with what?
I don't know. Like, normally people pick up vaping because they're,
Stressed?
yeah, trying to pick up something else. Drop something else.
It's better than smoking, I can give you that much.
Helps me cut down on my drinking a good bit too.
No,
Looks like
yeah,
this.
that was kind of where I was going.
Marijuana doesn't cause popcorn lung. For all those who didn't
But
know.
it can get you arrested and thrown in jail and other legal issues, which would prevent me from doing my job.
You know it's as bad as heroin.
Me too. You know what's even worse? Sugar.
You know, it's even
Like
worse.
gluten.
High
Caffeine.
fructose corn syrup.
We're all addicts to caffeine.
Goddamn Monsanto.
I'm actually not.
I am, as I said, but monster.
I'm not like a coffee guy or a... Oh, just drinking.
I have coffees on like
Alright, I cast Thaumaturgy. And I let out a battle cry that is 3 times louder than a normal human being in an attempt to somehow intimidate this thing and attempt to escape free.
So are you doing an escape check or? Oh no, that
I'm doing
thaumaturgy is an
escape.
action. So
I can't escape and do this spell at the same time.
no, thaumaturgy is an action.
Alright, I'm just going to escape then. Fuck it. What's the roll for?
Escape artist or dex? Or you can make a strength check if you prefer, but I assume dex is probably higher for you.
There is no escape check anymore.
Yeah, that's why I said dex or strength.
Acrobatics.
Oh,
That's not what I said.
Just dex or strength.
You said escape artist.
Yeah, but you said escape artist, so
If
what
you've
would
got
be...
escape artist, do escape artist. If it's not a skill anymore, then it's dex or strength.
Well, considering my backstory, I'm going to say escape artist is a thing, so I'm going to give myself a buff to it.
What? That's not how this works.
That's totally how this works.
DM snaps
That's not how
immediately.
this works. So it's a strength or dex check.
Alright, 16 plus what? 2. 18.
With a gasp and a wriggle, Arrakis, you pop back out. Clinging vines and vegetation hang off your form, and you are completely soaked through with decaying vegetation.
Alright, I move behind Traylock. Meat shield.
Attack of opportunity. Connects.
Bend luck for -4.
He still connects. Dealing 12 points of damage.
What's everybody at?
full.
87, 55, 32, 93, and 79.
I'm at 77.
I hellish rebuke him again for 18 damage.
What about the blessing? Gotta remove the extra hit points. Yeah. You hellish rebuke him again for how much?
18.
And that's your reaction, right?
Yup.
Right.
Actually, it's a bonus action.
Someone should make like a tiefling warrior. Just in the fray with hellish rebuke.
before you guys convinced Mom to bring Trevok back, I had rolled a Tiefling Cleric.
That might have been helpful with healing.
And I was going to do exactly that. Just War Mace in the fray. Just shield and let's go.
You guys should have brought back Helm then.
Yeah, probably would have made
Hold on.
that
Do
feed
we want
a
to bring
little
back
less.
any of Dave's characters ever?
Urfer's doing pretty goddamn well for you guys.
Urfer is doing very well.
Urfer's
He
doing
is.
great. Urfer's very un-Dave-like.
Yeah. Except for the random, like...
Dude,
Yeah.
He's just lucky I didn't end him in that forest.
you're lucky he didn't end you.
Nah.
He definitely got the jump on your ass, man.
It's because I let him get the jump to
Nah.
get
Yeah,
him
okay,
all the
yeah.
items.
And knock you out of a tree and just dimension doors his way out of.
That was all on purpose.
All right. Anything else there, Brackus?
Yeah, you haven't moved me until now, so I'm good.
Right. Badger, you're up.
Pew pew.
5 foot step back and pew pew.
Opportunity.
Mhm.
Next. Dealing 13 points of damage.
Worth. What do you have me at?
I have you at 71.
I have me at 76.
You're still including your bonus HP that you don't have anymore.
All right, the 5. There it is, 71. And I will attack. Full attack.
Pew pew.
They are magic arrows. Here we go. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
All
You're
right.
attacking 1 or 2.
I'm attacking 1.
Okay.
Full attack. Is it considered undead? No, it's not.
Nope. It's considered a plant.
$31.
Points of damage.
Yep.
Whew.
That was a low roll, too.
Multiple arrows now bristle in the creature's moundy form. Anything else?
I'll take another 5 foot step. Oh, no, I can't. No, I'm done. I
Okay.
did a full attack. I'm done.
You still have your movement.
I
You
said
can move after a full attack.
Yeah, you can't move after a full attack.
I thought
Right?
you could. As long as you don't spend all of your maximum movement in 5th edition, you can still move afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, full attack's not really a thing. It's like your attack. You take the attack action, and you just get 2 attacks during the attack action.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
You don't spend like any extra effort. It's just once you're
Exactly.
That's sick.
That's what.
I mean, you'll get an extra opportunity attack if you move away.
No, they wouldn't. There's nobody close enough.
No, I already took my attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
already moved out of threat range.
Yeah,
I'm taking the 5 foot. Really?
Yeah.
I thought we always played full attack. You could
Not
not
since
do
we
that.
moved to 5th, no.
Damn, I haven't been doing that because Fuck.
That's a third edition roll.
I've never rolled melee, so I don't know.
I feel like I've done the same thing that Ryan's talking about having done.
Yeah. So I take half my movement, right?
Yep. So if you have 25 movement speed, you've used 5 already, and it's cut in half, so you have 12 and a half, so you've got 10 and a half.
You said I have what? How many feet?
7 and a half.
I'm
Behind
trying.
Belmar? Meat shield.
No, I'm trying to move to M19. So I'll go. What do you give me? 5 feet,
Yeah.
basically,
Uh-huh.
for a square. All right, so I'll go to L18.
Badger enters the water.
No, L17. I just meant to move back.
Badger does not enter the water.
There you go.
Put your left
Anything else?
foot in,
Done.
take your
Nope,
left
done.
foot out.
I was going to say, because that could be fun, too. All right, and the mound. Mound 1 turns and swipes at Belmar. What is your armor class in bird form?
Not great.
In bird form, that is going to be a
Like a 9.
12.
Oof.
All right. He connects with both arms, grapples, and pulls you in. You take 18 points of damage. I
Fuck.
assume turns you back into dwarf. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
And so what is the excess damage that you'd actually take? Crow has, what, 5 hit points?
Well, assuming it's the Raven stats I'm going off of, that is going to be... Alright, as a crow, I have 1 hit point.
Alright, so you take 17 points of damage as you transform back, and you are engulfed by the shambling mound, and you find yourself blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe as you are being compressed bodily by the mound as it attempts to digest you.
Do I do any damage as I expand to full size mid-mound?
Nope.
Fuck.
I assume that's just like pushing your hand into like silly putty. It's just gonna form around you instead of.
Pretty much. Yeah. So this is now Belmar. And then the mound moves forward. And this mound.
I wonder how many people these things could eat.
Want to find out?
Not by experimentation.
And it attacks Urfer. Urfer, your armor class? Dave?
15.
Connects with 1 arm, dealing 16 points of damage. You are not, however, engulfed. Congratulations.
Hellish Rebuke?
You don't have Hellish Rebuke.
Says who?
Oh, fair enough.
You can definitely take that as a normal spell.
Says who?
So what's the DC?
The DC is 17.
All right, deal your damage.
45.
Wait, hold on. How are you hellish rebuking for 45?
It's a 5th level spell for me.
What?
He only has one level of spell slots.
Oh,
That's the thing with warlocks.
wow, that's so OP. Holy fuck, dude, good for you.
So it's 60-10.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. And that's a spell slot down for you, though.
Yep.
Which Dave has like 4, maybe.
3, but yeah.
Well, after you restore one, it's 4.
After I restore 1, it's 3.
Good for you, Dave.
You
I
have
heard
to-
that. I was
So you have
impressed.
3 after, including, I thought you had 3, cast 1, you restore 1, so you have 3 again. So you essentially have 4 in a day.
Nope.
You have 2?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. Fair enough. Dave just used half his arsenal.
Well, when you put it like that.
Talk about a glass cannon.
God damn.
Yeah, but he's like done for the day. We need to get through this.
No, I get them back on a short rest.
Yeah, but that means we
Yeah.
need to
Oh, really?
short rest.
So done for the next 2
Who
hours.
gives a fuck? Yeah, for an hour. No,
An
I thought short
hour.
rest was an hour.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
definitely an hour.
Yeah, so who gives a fuck? All right, wait. All right, let's go.
Trade-off, you're up.
Alright,
Damn, Dave. Good on you.
I'm going to attack 1. Oh. Ah. Shit.
Yep.
Wait, did we go out of order?
No.
Okay.
Probably gone out of order.
Surprise
Oh.
round with people that made the perception, and then we start out fresh based on the new rolls. So
Gotcha. I was under the impression Urfer just rolled, whose initiative is less than Treyvok.
Nope, Urfer did a reaction.
My mistake.
Shit. Fuck you, Belmar. I'm gonna move to L16.
Ooh.
Attack of opportunity.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he's still in the thing of it.
Not from S1-2. Shambling Mound 1. What's your armor class?
20.
Hits with a crit.
Awesome.
You take 26 points of damage.
Of course I fucking do. Why not?
And because it's a critical, you feel something snap in your arm.
Ooh.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls or anything involving your left arm.
Damn.
Left arm?
Mhm.
Great. So if I have my sword in my right hand,
Yeah.
You can still fat.
Still fat is what he said.
yep.
For the record.
That's true.
All right.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack SM2.
Okay.
And because fuck you, I'm gonna add this D8 that we got.
Fair enough.
So 23 and
23 hits.
19.
19 hits.
Thirteen regular, 6 fire.
All right.
What's up with you and injuring my character's arms? Why?
You want me-
Why is it always my dwarven arms, man?
You gotta hold them close to your body, man. I'll do something different next time, I promise.
Lose an ear.
Chris, I just read that.
Already done.
Anything else there, Trayvon?
Yeah, fucking hold back tears because I got a broken fucking arm, I guess. I don't know. I
Right.
have no other actions.
Urfer, you're up.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast SM1.
Okay. Bye, Belmar.
Oh wait, I need to actually attack first.
That's true.
I was just rolling damage.
Brace yourself.
I know.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Wonder how much you're gonna do to Belmar.
And how about a 27?
Yep.
Cool.
Nope, the 20 hit, 27 doesn't.
That doesn't make any sense.
You're
14
the one that
first.
asked.
Neither does creating skills that don't matter. Don't exist.
14 for the first one and 7 for the second. So 21 total.
Belmar, you take half of that.
So how much was that?
You take 10 damage.
Sorry, Belmar.
It's okay. If only there was another shambling monstrosity near you.
Your Eldritch Blast strikes the creature full on, rocking it back. You can see much of the decaying vegetation seems to be dripping off of the mound. You catch fleeting glimpses of what appears to be a boot kicking about inside the creature.
I'm not dead yet.
Well, he can't breathe, so he's having a hard time there. Belmar, give me a Constitution check. Assuming you're done, Urfer. Sorry.
Yep, I'm done. Sorry.
Belmar, Constitution check.
16.
All right. Though you find it impossible to breathe, you manage to hold yourself firm against the crushing weight of the mound as it attempts to digest you.
Gonna Google this creature just so Deli can see what we're fighting. Don't worry, Lawrence. I'm not actually Googling shambling monstrosity.
There you go.
Oh, you gave like an actual answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna. I was just gonna do this.
Can she actually click that from streaming, or does she have to type that in?
Well, I mean, I pulled it up so she'll see it.
Oh, okay.
She sees Adam's screen, so when Adam starts watching porn mid-show, Deli gets a treat too.
I also just Googled Tangela and was gonna use that as an actual thing, but
Nope. You're facing about a 9 foot tall of decaying vegetation that moves around and tries to eat everything.
I could Google that, and I'm not going to.
I just gave you a picture.
No. Chris said Tangela Rule 34.
Oh. Probably a bad idea to look that up. Alright, what are you doing, Belmar?
All right, so I am in my natural form,
Yes.
chanting loudly to Sylvanas. I will cast Shillelagh on my Staff of the Woodlands.
Okay.
I will bring it down as hard as I can towards SM2 with the hopes of damaging SM1 as
That's really interesting as you're restrained and you can't bring a staff down anywhere.
Yeah, you haven't escaped the mound.
All right. So, what kind of check do I need to do to escape the
And
mountain?
you also wouldn't be able to cast Shillelagh because you need somatic components.
You need a
Am I
strength,
completely-
And you
or
also need material components, which you can't access right now.
strength or dex check to escape.
Come on, we went through this with Baracus already.
All right. So, I'm sorry. What check was it?
Strength or dex.
Strength or dex? That's going to be a 23, not natural.
Was it strength or dex?
That would be a dex.
Alright. With a wiggle and a scoot, Belmar manages to find a weak spot and squirts out of the side of the shambling mound, covered in mud and decaying vegetation, soaked from head to toe,
All right. So
gasping
then,
for air.
with my bonus action, I will cast Shillelagh and chant to Sylvanas.
Chant away.
And I guess I'm done.
Shillelagh! Alright. Your staff glows with an unearthly magical.
Actually, I'm sorry. I want to move to K16.
You want to share space
Oh,
with
no,
her?
K15. I cannot share space with her.
Yes, you can.
I'm a dwarf. I can't share a small space. Oh wait, you're a halfling, so
But I'm a halfling.
So yes, I would like to go to 16. Aha.
Okay.
An attack range of both of these masses, which I did not just realize till now. All right, I'm done.
Cool. Alright. Baracus, you're up. Fireball, do it.
You won't do it.
He could
Please
aim
don't
and
do
get
it.
them both, and not.
No, he couldn't.
Belmar.
No, he couldn't.
No.
He does not have shape charges for this fireball.
In fairness, he could. You just wouldn't let him.
How could he? Not with the way we've been doing it, and the way you guys would get mad at me if I started changing how it worked.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you
saying,
can't
like,
change it.
If you just changed it this one time,
I'm saying we moved diagonally if he turned his spell diagonally kind of thing so that it hit a grid from him kind of thing. It doesn't work in Excel, but
Yeah, so it doesn't work, period, then.
that's what I'm
Excel
saying.
is
He
new
could,
rules for
you
the-
won't let him.
Oops, sorry.
You should be.
right?
So, Brackus?
I'm going to Ray of Frost SM2 and then move up 30 feet.
Disadvantage. Oh, you have Spell Sniper, right? Never mind.
Smell sniper.
And then you're going to move where?
30
North 30 feet.
You have half movement speed. Keep that in mind.
He has one.
I do not because I'm Spock. Yeah, I have a lot of walking.
Right. Fair enough. What's your ray attack?
Ring attack is a 21 for 7 points of damage.
Typically, you wait for me to say it hits, man.
Less than a 20 has hit before. I'm sorry.
Say it. Let me do something.
Bro.
Exactly,
You
bro.
were doing something. You were just trying to crush Belmar.
You pecked him. He deserved it.
I didn't deserve anything.
You pecked that poor mound.
After the end of last session, maybe you deserved a little bit of
I mean, 1 damage. I don't deserve anything but inspiration.
it. just you get a posse to just motivate you to do better.
Bunch of ravens.
All right.
There was that tree.
Anything else there, Baracus?
Oh my. Just had a stroke of genius.
Anything else, Baracus? Anything
I
else?
was
Baracus?
muted. Give me one moment.
Mike, when you were a raven, you should have called for help.
I did the baby call. What more could I do?
No.
Actually, cry for help as a raven.
No, as a raven, call for help.
Ah, baby call, cry for help.
No,
You're not getting it.
From the other ravens.
I'm just trying to make it look so I'm not as amateur as I am.
You're failing.
I know.
No, he has his flashes of brilliance. And then he's
Feet
like
on
dead.
my head.
I'm good.
All right, Badger, you're up.
Fuck. So if I take 5 feet back to the, I'm still gonna come across an attack of opportunity.
Mhm.
Um. All right, I'm going to go to. I'm going to take the 5 foot, stepping back and down.
There?
Yep,
All right, the mound lashes out
of course it does.
and misses.
All right, now who is in what mound?
No one's in.
Nobody's in a mound right now. Everybody keeps crawling out. You bastards.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'm gonna fuck something up.
Alright, while you take your turn, I'm gonna buy real quick. I'll be right back.
Thanks for sharing.
Whoa, we don't get mic support.
What was that, T-Pain?
You're T-Pain, Mike. What were you saying?
Nothing, apparently.
What did you say?
Apparently not. Yep. You were T-Paining, and we didn't understand a word of what you just said.
Does a 19 hit?
You're shooting again?
Yep.
Do you have spell sniper or a sniper of any kind?
Sharpshooter.
Then you're good. Okay. 19 hits, yes.
And 20?
Damage?
No. 20 hit.
Oh, 20 hits, yes.
Okay.
Huh.
45.
45 fucking damage. The monster collapses in a heap. The vegetation seems to slip from much of its form as it collapses into a small pile, or smaller pile.
Nice, you dropped one.
Yes, sir.
Which one was that? SM2?
Yeah.
The entire time I was in combat, I was not using my D8 Colossal Slayer.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
They are large plants.
It concerns me that Lawrence has not removed them from the grid like he does with other things that typically fall.
Yeah, so I'll light it on fire.
Yeah.
Fine, you want me to delete it? I'll delete it.
No, I mean, you can leave it there. I'm just saying, this is the paranoia that you've instilled in us. I don't trust that you left it. I'm still gonna light it on fire.
Anything else, Badger? All right. Shambling Mound number 1 attempts to eat Urfer,
Yes.
striking him, Jesus, with both arms correctly.
Lawrence, after this session, can we work out like an unspoken rule?
What? Wouldn't have to speak it to have an unspoken rule?
Just
I feel like we're defeating the purpose of an unspoken rule if we talk about it.
well, after this, we don't talk about it. Just like when you kill somebody
It
sporadically.
would have been spoken.
Well,
Well, we never speak of it from this point.
What
considering
rule would that be?
Give me a 3-second window from when someone says, well, from when you say X lashes out at Y, so I have an opportunity to decide whether or not I can bend luck. 3 seconds is all I ask.
Can't guarantee.
If I can't make a decision within 3 seconds, then you just whatever happens happens.
I can't guarantee that. No.
Yeah, you just jump in. Benlock.
Scream it from
Be on your toes, Canada.
How much
I
damage?
like to drink when I play this game, though. You got to
Doesn't
give me
matter.
at least some type of
Doesn't matter.
luck buffer.
with
No,
the
but-
bourbon in your mouth. Bad luck.
Urfer, you take 29 points of damage.
Holy
considering
fuck.
that Urfer
And
shit,
you are grappled, and he engulfs you.
I'm going
Can I
to Misty Escape
All right.
as a reaction.
Misty step.
Misty
Misty step.
Escape.
Oh,
That's
right.
the,
Okay. Yeah.
That's where I go invisible.
Turn
And, yeah,
You go invisible, or you teleport and turn to mist?
both.
All right, as long as you turn to mist, because if you stay solid and you're just invisible, then you're still grabbed.
No, I turn invisible and teleport 60 feet away.
Is it actually a teleport?
Yeah.
Dave
That's
learned
When you
his
take
lesson.
damage, you can use your reaction to turn invisible and teleport up to 60 feet away to an unoccupied space you can see.
Okay.
I
Where you
assume I
teleport
can see it before I
to?
get
Yeah,
engulfed.
that's fair.
All right.
That's fair. I just
I'd
want to
like
make sure it's a teleport and not just turn invisible.
Yep. L8.
Dave learned his lesson, so he became more annoying.
any chance I could take a opportunity action since he shares a space with me?
No.
Okay.
Just stab him in the kidney.
Are you trying to attack Urfer?
Well, it depends on if I can take an opportunity action or not.
You're gonna kick me.
Unfortunately, you can't because he turned invisible and teleported.
All right, so I will leave Urfer as he is.
He's got it out for you, man.
Now I'm curious if you actually wanted to kill Urfer right there.
Out of character knowledge.
Yeesh. I'd watch your back there, Urfer.
He's
Trayvon,
harmless.
You're up, Trayvon.
Right on. I will move 5 feet north of Belmar. The K-15, is that what it is?
You want to go there?
Yeah. And attack it again.
Attacking again.
Attack it again! $22.
It's
Crit threat.
ooh,
19.
it's
Alright, so it's gonna be boo.
great ones.
I did get a 1. They weren't all ones. 25 regular. $11 fire.
All right. As your blade passes through the creature, you feel sensation as your blade seems to cut through something a little thicker within the mound. And it instantly collapses into a pile of rotting vegetation. Dark, muddy ooze seeping from the pile at your feet. Reaction, out of combat.
I firebolt the two mounds.
I was gonna say give them a quick once over to see if they've got anything good trapped in them, but firebolt the 2 mounds works.
Both mounds shiver as your firebolt impacts them. Other than that, you see no further reaction.
Did they catch fire, or was it just impact?
Just the impact and a little bit of a sizzle, but
Belmar,
Sorry, go ahead.
Belmar, you can cast detect magic, right? Just in case they have anything in them.
I can.
you requested it, so he's not going to.
Well, hey, he agreed with me, so maybe.
You just tried to kill him.
I didn't say I tried to.
You
I don't
wanted
know
to.
this.
All right. Why not? I'll detect magic.
I always forget what I'm supposed to tell you with this spell.
It used to be like a little bit, then a little bit, then a little bit, based on concentration, and then fifth happened, and now we all lost our minds.
Yeah, that's why I said I never remember what I'm supposed to tell you anymore.
Pretty sure I can just detect magic auras now.
You do sense magic around you.
I do?
Mm-hmm.
He did say around you, and we do have magic stuff on all of us, so...
Can
You
I
can
discern?
focus sure. If you'd like to continue concentrating on it.
Would that cost any additional spell slots?
No.
So I shall continue concentrating.
Your senses become almost overwhelmed as you realize the entire swamp around you seems to be emanating some form of transmutation aura.
Gross.
Nothing coming from the 2 mounds that we fought?
No more so than the rest of the swamp.
Alright, as soon as I finish casting the spell, I'll kind of bring my hand to my forehead. I can't tell. The hag's magic is too hard to discern between this and any sort of item.
Keeping my flame tongue lit, I'm going to quickly peruse with the broken hand as gently as I can, and then, assuming finding nothing, I'm just going to say fuck it and then stab it until it catches.
What are you stabbing?
The mound.
Alright, the mounds don't seem to react as you stab them.
But I just want to keep my lit sword in there, hoping that they'll dry out and catch fire or something.
Alright. You hear the occasional sizzle and pop as muddy water and vegetation crackles under your sustained flame.
You've made us paranoid, Lawrence.
I noticed.
I would like to see if I can make a makeshift splint out of natural materials.
I'll have you guys stabbing vegetation.
Before you do that, since that's out of character, Mike.
Yep.
Seeing that it's not really doing anything, I'll pull my blade back, douse it, sheath it, and say, "Can anybody do something? I think my arm's broken." And
I'm
just gonna
going
let my
to.
left arm hang lifelessly, kinda.
I would like to do some sort of medical / nature check to try to make him a splint.
You can make a medicine check if you want.
Okay. I will do so.
Are you trained?
Yes, I am. That's going to be a 16.
All right. Using some ropey vines and a few of the drier logs that you find around you, you believe you will be able to fashion an appropriate splint and sling.
All right, I will do so and then give it a good pat and be like, "Ah, that should do you, Trevok."
As you're bandaging up, I'm gonna say, "Leave the shield. We're not done here." Like, wrap the arm up with the shield still on it.
I'll do it if I can.
Give me a medicine check.
$21.
All right, he managed to set you up with a decent splint and sling, holding your shield strapped to your arm as well. You do know that likely, if anything hits that shield, it's gonna hurt like hell.
That'll matter when it happens.
With my trained medicine, I will inspect his work and try to improve upon it with a 24.
Well, you believe he's done it pretty efficiently.
All right.
Deli, this is why my characters lose arms, by the way.
You lost a hand before in the bottom half of your arm. You didn't lose the whole arm.
No, but this is why my characters lose parts.
Lose limbs
Because
and shit.
this is my go-to. I wear a cursed ring, and my reaction is bite the finger off.
Yep,
Well, that's not a
true.
bad
That
reaction.
did happen.
Can't you just heal the bone? Or am I...
Ryan, you're muted.
Could I do that with mending?
No, you need a lesser restoration.
I mean, mending does say any material, doesn't it?
Mending does not heal bone.
No.
People aren't
You
material.
need, you need a lesser restoration to heal the bone.
Yeah, I'll stick with the splint. That doesn't cost me a spell slot.
Oh snap!
I don't
Not
have-
worth a spell slot. Not even worth a spell slot.
I don't have lesser resto.
I will bend to your greater knowledge of healing. I just thought that was possible.
Question to the DM.
Answers from the DM.
Can I burn a cure wound and focus on his bone?
Sure. Won't heal any hit points.
No, not any hit points.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
If I do that, if I burn it as a higher spell, better benefit?
Maybe. It's an untested attempt. We'll find out if you try it.
Okay, I'm going to try it.
What level
So
spell slot?
I'm using the Dagger of Malaki to cure light. I can do it 2 times a day as a 3rd level spell. So I want to focus on the bone and see if I can mend it.
Alright, as a 3rd level, you will also heal 1d4 plus 2 hit points.
While he's going through this, I'm going to keep my arm as still as I possibly can.
That's what the
So do
splint's
you-
for.
Got a point
Okay.
there.
No, it's a fair point, but I'm just saying, like,
Um, D8 plus. Okay, so I
No,
get 4D.
D4. D4 plus 2.
Oh, are you not having me roll
Nope.
healing on the bone?
Nope, you're gonna heal the bone.
Okay, so D4 plus 2?
Mhm.
4.
Alright. Trevok, you're healed for 2 points, and your arm instantly feels significantly better.
Nice.
I will gently remove myself from the splint and sling as best I can, trying to keep it intact so that I can give the materials back to actually.
Alright.
I think just bending it back and forth. I think Badger got it.
I'll kind of give an impressed look to Badger and give a good nod.
I'll nod towards you both and thank you much.
Good job.
Our first proven right again.
Sort
You're just building his confidence up now.
sort of proven.
Alright, I'm going to continue moving. What's everybody at for health?
I'm down 22, but that's fine. I still have my second win, so.
Same
Herford's
here, I'm
almost
down
dead.
to 22.
I'm at 20.
20, I'd be at 4. How the fuck are you at
You said you dealt 29.
16 and 29 damage?
Oh, I just heard 29.
16 the first time you were hit.
I thought 29 was both.
No. Bad day.
Hey guys, I need help.
Dave's like
Alright.
crawling on one arm. Like,
I will use my my second cure light off of Dagger Maliki.
Okay.
So it's
You guys really need a cleric.
what?
You really need a cleric.
Yeah.
there's an easy solution.
Kill Trevok.
Well,
What
yeah,
is
I
that?
do have the cleric rolled, but I was gonna say we kill Urfer.
Hey, it's not my job to shore up your weaknesses, Chris. You guys want to make a team of glass cannons. It's not my fault.
Dave knew we were down a healer, and he rolled a warlock.
That's true.
Wow, we're having a lot of problems staying alive. I'm gonna roll a glass cannon.
You're not being punished. You have to adapt your own strategies. Stop getting hit so much.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
All right, then talk to the rest of
Dave,
the
41.
You heard that, Dave?
You say 41?
Yes.
Holy fuck. Holy shit. I feel alive.
I look
Thank
at you
you.
sternly. Praise Maliki.
Praise Maliki indeed. Whew.
Was that to everyone or just to Dave?
Just did.
No, just a Dave. He was at like 4.
Dave decided to ignore the first time I hit him. He thought he was much better off.
Just a
I heard
little-
29 and I heard 29 and I thought you combined it already. Sorry.
Just a little bit more damage. That little guy? I wouldn't worry about that little guy.
No, those things have the potential to deal a decent amount of chunk of damage every time they hit. Alright, moving on.
Yes. Survival check is a 14.
Perception checks from everybody.
I'm going to keep an eye out for acorns. As always, perception is a 23.
One day you'll find an acorn and we'll finally know what you're doing with them.
In a swamp, man?
Exactly. No, you're not going to find any acorns.
I'm going to look for acorns in like caves and caverns and
You are the weirdest fucking druid ever.
Sylvanas.
Swamp.
Do they say more?
That's just Sylvanas.
Magnets, man. Magnets.
No, that's mine. That's mine. Don't you pass on my magnets. And that was a legitimate theory that was not disproven.
Okay.
Legitimate theory based on a piss poor roll.
Hey,
that no
it was
one
legitimate.
that no one really tried to counter argue.
Exactly.
No, I was the one who was looking to for like knowledge on it. I was like, yeah, that's totally
Because
right.
you Daved the entire thing.
No, I did it on purpose because it was hilarious. And then Lawrence, being a RP person, he just went with it.
And, of course, the first temple you guys go to is the one of Earth. Fucking magnets, dude.
I mean,
Damn
it's
right, Chris.
possible.
Damn right.
Chris.
Damn right, Chris. You come, you shower, you go. Best girls, beautiful women. You come, you shower, you go. Dave, you
Deli,
gonna say that
apparently
again?
that's a website for hookers, if you didn't remember.
Escorts.
Did he say they're
Mamadou, not Mahmoud. Mamadou.
are they willing to come down south like 500 or so miles?
Dude,
Hey,
border crossings and whatnot as an
Hey,
escort.
find out. They got the best girls, the prettiest girls. They're beautiful. You come, you shower, you go.
I'll get back to you on that one then.
What if they show up at his place? He
It's all
comes,
being
they
recorded.
shower,
You're
they
now
go?
on tape saying that.
No, they used to. They shut those down.
Sure
Yeah,
they did, Dave.
they-
Sure
Them
they did.
down.
they're real
Sure
shit
they
now.
did.
Yeah.
Trust me, Ronnie in the meat department tells me plenty of news otherwise.
And now you just outed Ronnie.
I mean, Joseph in the meat department.
You mean Dirk Diggler in the meat department?
Right?
Anywho, your trek is much slower as you now are forced to traverse the swamp on foot. However, after 2 hours of slogging through the swampy ground, narrowly avoiding what you are pretty sure was another series of crocodiles floating along, you find yourselves on the edge of a familiar clearing to your fellow druids, to your partner druid. Something that neither of them noticed in their vision. You see, just on the edge of your vision, what appears to be two massive cats, black, panther-like cats, prowling around. However, these cats have tentacles coming off of their backsides, waving around in vicious patterns. You feel, all of you, give me a wisdom check.
$19.
Badger, you have advantage on this.
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
Is it a fear thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I think I do too.
Probably.
I'm brave.
Yeah, I know, halfling shit. Halflings are OP, man.
14, unless my charm gives me anything.
Nope.
Deli says don't
17.
embarrass.
I'm sorry, 15.
So, everybody's rolls? I got a 19 from Belmar because he refuses to write anything down. Alright, all of you feel deeply uncomfortable just at the sight of the hut. Baracus, you feel an overwhelming desire to leave and flee the area. Before you know it, you've already backpedaled 10 feet away from the party before any of them can react. A sense of terror seems to grow within your gut.
I start whistling.
Alright, Baracus starts whistling as he continues to back away, a cold sweat breaking out on his tiefling forehead.
Teeth?
And nobody seems to want to stop you.
I turn quick and I'm like, stop, quiet, kind of hand motions.
Perception, everybody. Disadvantage for Baracus.
That's going to be, what, a 17 for me, and I would also like to cast Pass Without Trace with my Staff of the Woodlands.
You will wait a second on that one.
Okay.
All right. Baracus, you are not aware of it. Everybody else catches sight as you realize the two displacer beasts are staring malevolently at the party. We're going to end there.
Oh.
I said you'd wait.
Just remember it for next week.
Congratulations. You found the Hag's Hut.
There is no next week,
That's true, Super Bowl.
Oh,
which
no.
I'm boycotting, and gotta play Monster Hunter instead.
So we're not
gonna
playing this week?
We typically don't play for the Super Bowl.
Oh.
I was curious if we were going to, since Pat's again, but
Well, I'm boycotting, and I will play
I'm
if
going.
everyone else wants to.
I'm going to a Super Bowl party, so no.
Oh.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Same. Going to the Super Bowl party. I have to help Christian move in.
oh, nice.
All right, so what do we got for experience?
Jeez, man, you are so fucking needy.
Is he like this when you work with him too?
Chill, bruh. Damn. Where's everybody at?
Ways to go is my response.
I need 3,000 to level 9.
I
No,
need,
10.
I need
3,000 level 10.
14,000, pretty much. So level 10.
How much?
14,000, just shy of 14,000.
For level 10?
14,000?
Yep.
1,400?
No,
14,000.
we're behind you guys.
Oh, right.
5760 out of 64,000.
I got a bunch of RP buffs, so I need 3,010.
800 experience.
800.
Boo.
Don't worry, plenty of experiences coming next session.
Yay!
Assuming
If you survive.
Assuming you survive, yeah.
Boo.
Oh, I'm totally gonna die.
You?
Oh yeah.
I'm the squishiest.
I'm just due.
It's just Baracus' time.
This is where it comes in handy to be pledged to a god and have been faithful.
Oh, I've been
I like
searching
it.
for a god. I just haven't had a chance to RP it yet. Maybe a god finds me.
You've met multiple avatars of
To
gods.
say,
I mean,
Maleki's
you could
like
always
pretty
worship
prominent.
me. Belmar is a worthy person to worship. You could always.
Maleki takes all.
Well, technically, Sylvanas is
saying.
Maleki's father, so.
I mean, if you look at... I mean, Ryan's been pretty faithful and he's gotten a lot of rewards for it. Dave's character in the past was pretty religious, got some reward for it, and
Also
then
got a
Dave
quick
couldn't
death
get
because
himself
of it.
killed a second time
Yeah.
with the same character.
Coming back for a vengeance. And still
That didn't
dying.
work too well. Did not work well. He quit. Peace without peace. That's like an Irish exit online. That was great.
All right, anyone down for some Monster Hunter?
Didn't mean to click on that.
No, I got work in the morning, so I'm gonna jet. You guys have
I
a
got
good night.
tomorrow off. So if anyone wants Monster Hunter.